I forgot to turn on my camera recording, so here we are again. Well, this is the first time you're seeing me. You're seeing me. You are seeing me. But this is the second time I'm seeing myself and talking about the same topic. Great. First things off, I just want to start and say the abortion ban is bullshit. To all my women out there, I'm completely sorry. It's not a joke. I'm sorry because we're taking steps back. We're taking rights away from people. We're saying you can't do this, you can't do that, you have to do this, you have to do that. And we're putting people's lives in danger, and that's fucked up. We shouldn't be doing that. Like, we need a, oh my God, it's like everyone's fucking saying it. We need to change, but no one's listening and no one wants to do it. So something has to fucking flick, and we have to fix things like constantly. Like, we have to keep fixing stuff because this is fucked. But that's all I want to say about it. So I'm sorry to my women out there. Mom, I'm sorry. Sada, I'm sorry. Grandma, I'm sorry. All my aunties, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And anybody that can bear a child, I'm sorry. So my first topic, my first and only topic, because I'm only doing one topic per video, is comparisons. Comparisons and how they can skew your mind and make you really confused and make you turn on yourself in a way. I've seen this a lot. I've seen this happen a lot within my own life because I only know my own reality and my own perception and perspective of things. So I'm bringing it to the table and kind of letting you guys know how I see comparisons. Comparisons, in my opinion, are a very horrible thing we could do to ourselves because it doesn't allow us to fully express ourselves, grow, blossom into I want to call it a unique flower, a flower you've never seen before. Because if you're constantly looking at somebody else's work, then eventually their work is going to affect your work, and it's just going to be like a copy paste kind of thing. And it's really not going to get you, out of your comfort zone into a place of the unknown and allow you to grow and blossom into a person, a thing, idea that is wonderful. It really fucks you up. When I started doing Twitch, YouTube gaming videos, and Twitch gaming live streaming, it threw me in for a loop because I'm looking at big streamers, small streamers, medium streamers. I don't know if you want to call them medium, but I was looking at a lot of streamers and really comparing my work and how I acted in front of a camera and how I spoke in front of a camera, how I expressed myself, what was around the room, what I implemented in my streams, what I wanted to do. And it threw me in a bunch of places. I wasn't supportive of myself. I wasn't supportive of my work. I wasn't implementing myself into my work. Sorry, I'm struggling to talk today, but I wasn't implementing myself into my work. I wasn't like tunnel vision, like all up in my shit, like focusing on my stuff. I was really looking at a lot of other people's things and saying, why is this not working? Why is this not working? When in reality, I didn't notice that there was people watching. There was people enjoying what I was doing. There was people talking about what I was doing, and I didn't appreciate it. Well, I did appreciate it, but by comparing myself to other people's work, I wasn't appreciating the work I was putting in to my craft, to anything I wanted to accomplish. I just kept looking around and saying, well, what am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? When in reality, I have everything I need right in front of me. I'm not missing anything. So comparisons really put you in a place of like, hey, well, you're lacking this or they're lacking this. And either in a comparison, either you're saying, hey, my work is better than yours and you're missing this, or your work is better than mine and I'm missing this. So it doesn't really allow you to fully see everything that you have. And that's kind of where I'm at with comparisons. It doesn't really help you in any way, shape, or form. It really skews your brain and confuses you and says, well, like in a comparison, you're saying, hey, this is lacking this or this is lacking that. So it's like there's no balance to the scale. It's always one's over the other. One is over the other. So it doesn't allow you to fully grow. So try not to compare yourself as much. Don't get in that zone because it doesn't it doesn't put you in a good state of mind. It says, hey, I'm not good enough. Like, that's what a comparison does. And when I'm talking about comparison, I'm talking about comparison in the sense of like self-value, life value, and who you are as a person. Not really comparison of like, hey, should I eat this salad? You know, it has this many carbs and this and blah, blah, blah. Or should I eat this Whataburger? I've never had Whataburger, but, you know, I heard it's okay. So, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in a sense of value, in a sense of who I am as a person, in a sense of what do I have as a person, not materialistic wise, but what do I have trait wise. So that's how I use my comparison and see my comparison. It's not helpful. Don't do it. And I was doing it a lot, like I said, within my creative work, and I'm kind of retracting from that, and I'm really dropping it. So it's really helping, and I love that I'm able to do that because it allows me to see what do I have in front of me and where I can take it. Not really what do I have in front of me and what that person has and what I'm missing, and then you're going down a weird path instead of saying this is what I have and this is where I want to go, or this is where I think I want to go, and we'll see where we end up and go from there. But I'll leave you with a little example before I take off. I live in an apartment building, and this apartment building has a parking garage, and I like to back my car in, you know what I mean? I'm like Speed Racer in this motherfucker, but I like to back my car into my spot. So I'm lining up with my lines, you know what I mean? My parallel lines. I know my shapes and shit, you know, geometry. There's a car to my left, and then there's my homie's car to my right. So I back in. I'm like, all right, my car's good. Like, I made it. Should be good how I want it. Comfortable, you know what I mean? Good distance between these two cars. But I look to my left. I'm like, yo, I'm at an angle. Like, this ain't right. Ooh, what the fuck? Like, I messed up. I messed up. Oh my God, what am I doing? It's not a big deal, but in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck? So I pull out. And then I pull back in and I fix it. And I look to my left again. I'm like, God damn it. Is that the same angle? What are we doing? So I'm like, yo, where did I fuck up? But then I'm like, all right. I came to the conclusion that I really don't give enough of a fuck to fix it again. So whatever. Perfection is not an attainable thing. So I hop on my car, start walking out, and I walk like, 10 feet away, 6 feet away, and I look at my car, the lines, and then the car to my right, which was to my left since I was parking. And I'm like, yo, that car's at an angle. What the fuck? Like, I'm thinking that I messed up. I'm thinking I'm doing stuff wrong, and I'm like attacking myself for this mistake, which is not a big mistake, but I'm attacking myself for this mistake. That I'm like, yo, damn, bro, I'm a novice. Like, I ain't doing this right. When in reality, it was the other car that was at an angle. And it wasn't even like a huge angle. It was like a small angle. But in my perspective, it looked fucking huge. I was like, pause. It looked crazy. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm messing up. But the fact that I took steps back, looked at the bigger picture, and said, hey, I'm just comparing myself to this other person when it's not even me. It's not even something I can control. It's not on me. And I'm attacking myself. Like, I shouldn't be doing that. So in reality, I was good. Like, I parked exactly how I wanted to. But the fact that I started comparing myself, I compromised myself and I started attacking myself. And then, you know, one thing led to another. And I'm like, oh, I messed up. But in reality, I was okay. So that's my little example of how comparisons can really confuse you and throw off your perspective of things, when in reality, you're okay. You're doing just fine. So just keep doing what you're doing and take it from there. But I hope you guys are, you know, living life, doing the best you can. Do something you love today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.